gamers, they have put up great showcases before, and they're looking to not just put up a great showcase, they're looking to get one of their first major upsets on the cards here as they go to Haven for map 3 versus FaZe.
The good factor, I suppose, for FaZe coming into Haven is their results on it are pretty decent. And Grapefruit throughout first strike, including the first qualifier, have not played it at all. And I guess that experience is going to play a major factor. ZachaREEE over to the Killjoy. I feel like we missed it a little bit on Bind, especially. The last couple of maps on Ascent 2 is typically where ZachaREEE would pick up that agent, but mostly it's been sticking to the Cypher for better or for worse. The similar sort of stuff that we saw out of Grapefruit from the last couple of maps, but foreplay from the Breach to the Raze is now going to be on the Jett with xeboda from Phoenix onto Reyna. This should be an interesting one with how these duelists have been playing out, but it's safe to say Corey needs to show up because FaZe Clan don't look the same without him.
Yeah. I mean, that's been the story for a lot of the teams that have been kind of sitting in the middle of the pack when it comes to considering, you know, who are the top teams right now. The top teams don't necessarily need an individual to have a huge moment. They can all fully follow up behind in case someone is having a weaker performance. But for teams, in this instance, like FaZe Clan, like you mentioned, Corey has either been a star or a little bit of a dwindling moment, I think, for FaZe Clan overall and some of these duelist performances that we've seen. xeboda, this will be his first look away from the Phoenix as well, so there are some considerations on both sides as far as how this Reyna v Reyna battle will go.
FaZe Clan defended first, mostly playing centrally with that Killjoy utility. One of the reasons why PSH had it all on lockdown, figuratively and literally with the ultimate on the defensive bind. xeboda's taking a lot of space in Garage, but look at the passive play from FaZe. Nice little off angle. xeboda's actually just going to run right into BABYBAY, or more BABYBAY running into him, but it's foreplay that's able to get two before FaZe's Marv trades him out. And this is turning into more of an awkward engagement, but it's a 2 versus 2.
Zach still on the site defensively, and now all of a sudden with just one remaining, it just comes down to can they read where Brew is. He's trying to stay away from the sentry turret. Here's a player near him, but can't quite lock things down. Marved with the pistol will find 3, and FaZe Clan, they draw first blood on the scoreboard as they take the opening pistol defensively.
They got the pistols on bind? No, that's the only concern I have. It was one of the only few rounds that they were able to take on the first half of that game. So the follow-up should be there. Grapefruit haven't really been forcing at all, but they've still had potent eco rounds coming into this series at least. But we can slow it down a little bit. FaZe Clan are going to be able to sort of buy up a nice amount of respect. BABYBAY just holding on to the frenzy, wants the operator as soon as possible in round 3 if he can help it. Grapefruit spreading out defaulted, but the spike is heading A. They're trying to grab these orbs, but the damage is coming in.
I think the orb is collected, but it comes at a steep cost. jovahnii down to a single shot. foreplay is going to try to hold to make sure nobody pushes through C long, which FaZe Clan will pay their respects and say we're not interested, at least not at this time. So back over towards the other side of the map, which is where the spike is currently leaning. Not a lot of effort being thrown through for Grapefruit, but Corey once again is looking to deal some damage. As he comes over, he deals with the sentry turret and gets information that there are players nearby.
Pot shots coming out of xeboda. The alarm bot's the only thing holding it down, so no bodies will be sacrificed for a play like that. Corey gets the headshot in, and the follow-up onto Brew through the wall. The minute is gone, and it's still a 5 versus 4. The majority of players been left alive. The B-Execute going to be coming in. ZachaREEE's just playing off the site. The recon ball doesn't give him up, but they know that he's there.
Zach will find one. You also still have Corey on the flank. He's able to take it down. 1 kill and a second. And everything gone wrong there. Spike not planted. Flawless round for FaZe Clan. They will be able to fully save going into this next round. If they choose to repurchase or maybe upgrade, they could do that as well in case there are some pistols that want to make their move up. And even for Grapefruit, they're not going to be nearly as comfortable as you would hope to be on the 3rd round after losing the pistol in the following.
Round 3 operator for BABYBAY's in play. He shut down a lot of stuff with the defending operator. Didn't really see it on the defensive bind, to be fair, as well, because the economy was constantly being hit from FaZe. They're going to be playing on C along with it, double stacking on the extremities. A lot of pressure from Grapefruit towards the center of the map. But this Jett might actually face some. Corey wasn't expecting it, but he's still able to get the kill at least. It's going to add to it, and he wasn't going to have his Empress with that ultimate orb, but with that kill too, he's good to go.
And with the overheal, he's fine. He's right back to full HP. xeboda trying to lurk through mid-map. Nano Swarm triggered, and it will actually deal a significant amount of damage. ZachaREEE will replace it with another fresh one. But this hit is looking like it's still going to come through. Corey able to find another elimination. That's going to be an immediate Empress. There's still a lot of time on the clock, so as long as Grapefruit can just back away, they should at least be able to just milk out this Empress to have it find 0 value.
Marved still needs to be careful, though. He is taking engagements and is seeing the opposite Omen on the other side, but bear in mind that he only has a Spectre here. This engagement isn't ideal for him. Operator shots now coming through as BABYBAY is going to come in and try and flex as much as possible.
No
Fires
way.
at the perfect time for PSH. Nice timing from him. And Marved is doing a typical Marved W play. You might as well call him Waved or something.
30 seconds left.
Well, he gets one over to the Frenzy. Corey able to assist. Good team shots coming through. So even though the Empress doesn't really find much value, it's the fact that Corey is still able to earn it and still walk away with 3 total kills. You wanted to see a good performance from him here, Ryan. How about a 6-1 start for your consideration?
I mean, don't look at me. I'm not like I aren't wearing a FaZe jersey, so. But it is a good start and something that they needed. You quite rightly pointed out that if they can start with a bit of a build-up, a buffer of rounds, then they look like FaZe Clan. They look like that team that is never the underdog, always the top dog. But it's when they start to squander that they start to look a little bit more awkward. No buy coming through from Grapefruit. The last one they lost. And another all picked up, trying to bring the Hunter's Fury on as possible. Corey is now lighting up the kill feed a little bit more than he did on Bind. And it is just Jekyll and Hyde with his team, honestly.
It really does feel that way. But FaZe Clan looking to get aggressive. Rawkus will find one more kill, and all of a sudden, Grapefruit Techniques, who are trying to play through mid, have to back up to deal with these players, and foreplay does that. That's 2 weapons that can be picked up here. And yeah, that's exactly right. Foreplay's got a fresh blade storm, so you leave those weapons for your teammates. And now we've got a relatively even 3v3. Marved will be on the site immediately for A, trying to hold this off. Recon Bolt coming through. Will not scout him out. Do you check this angle? No, you don't. Marved able to turn it now to a 2v3. Marved with the second. And now it's just down to Xeboda. Phantom to play with, and a 1v3 won't get a chance as BABYBAY peeks with the operator. And FaZe Clan, they're able to save what would have been a thrifty round from Grapefruit.
Already came from Marved being the deciding factor there. The recon bolt did come through from jovahnii. Just misses him, though. Had a nice little blind spot. Seem to have seen more of those throughout the tournament, right? I think it was JMO, Odorous as well from the game Immortal Dignitas, where they would just find nice little hovel holes where the recon bolt didn't show them up, and they would always punish.
Let's go.
Bit of an assumption for Grapefruit to assume that that corner was clear. Marv gets 2 from it. He's 7-1, 4-0 FaZe Clan.
Great start for FaZe Clan here. Now the question tilts over to Grapefruit. What do you do to respond? That's not great. Corey and Marv over through the middle of the map, walk away with 2 kills just outside that C garage alleyway. And now BABYBAY with an operator. He'll find 1 kill for free. Saw information on a second. Oh no. What has gone wrong here for Grapefruit? Rawkus is going to walk behind this, but doesn't even need to get things going because BABYBAY will take care of all 3. That was a buy round for Grapefruit. And now they're once again back in that deadly cycle to where they're going to have to either light or completely save.
Money's pretty much maxed out from the majority of the FaZe Clan team. Really, the question mark was that Killjoy ultimate. Well, it's not. I don't know. It wasn't. A Killjoy ultimate hasn't been used. It is just literally that ZachaREEE in the past 5 rounds has only got 1 kill and no
He hasn't
deaths.
done anything.
He's had nothing to do. He has just been sat on the server at this point, nowhere near building up an ultimate. But he won't mind. He's just been nursing this Phantom the whole time, playing on A. And that's why the execute from GT is going to be coming from. They don't really have the guns. And look at this space already. FaZe Clan playing with so much more confidence now. Corey especially. It's going to be met by the alarm bot. Is he going to expect maybe these players to be right in his position, staring back at him?
Trying to line up. We'll find the first. I don't know how nobody turns for that, but finally Fish will find 1 kill. ZachaREEE now will be tasked to dealing with the defense, but Grapefruit, they're looking completely lost. He had mentioned the fact that Grapefruit hadn't played this map through this qualifier yet, and maybe we're starting to see a little bit of why. You've also got 1 player in the very backside. It's going to be Fish who's got to respond to this flank that's about to be executing through, but for now, FaZe Clan are just happy to keep them trapped over through A short and A long.
3 versus 4 might look like a closer affair, but with the guns available for Grapefruit, Really doesn't feel that way. FaZe Clan, we saw this a little bit on Ascent and a bit less on Bind. Just surrounded them, not letting them push forward or backwards. Not going to try and face these engagements, but just sort of bring down the time. BABYBAY is going to be hit by the paranoia. ZachaREEE isn't, however, but he gets traded out. 3 versus 2, and these players on the defense start to wrap around into the site.
And trusting the Frenzy instead of the Bladestorm will now mean it's a 2v2. Lockdown has been earned. Rawkus trying to work his way in, has both shock darts and recon, but the paranoia is going to flush everybody over into hell. And now even more information because this lockdown means we know where the Killjoy is. And Grapefruit finds one. He needs to snap for the second. And Grapefruit Techniques steal away a thrifty eco round and get themselves on the board.
And that was great composure from Grapefruit. They were surrounded in a 2 versus 4. The issue is, when you are surrounded, you can take these engagements, clearing the people on site, clearing the 2 defenders on the retake. The Killjoy ultimate just made it very awkward for FaZe Clan to get back on that site. And it was Brew that came in to save the day. The first round that Grapefruit were able to get, they are able to buy. FaZe Clan as well, their money's fine. And 2 ultimates available for them, free on the attack. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum.
Need to, really need to. FaZe Clan's still comfortable for right now, and that needs to change, especially if BABYBAY continues to keep bringing this Opera to the table. Opportunity here, misses the shot. Cloudburst will give him away, but now he's looking for maybe just a pixel to throw a knife at, but that'll be a spent updraft. But at least Grapefruit are going to be aware of the threat over through A, and with that, the spike will make its rotation towards C long.
PSH, the alarm bot is going to be recalled. It's not going to spot any lurk, which is more of a problem than you might consider for FaZe Clan, as they have been pushing. This time, though, very passive, no pressure at all on the C site. Just that Killjoy utility that's going to be the alarm coming through. But look at where ZachaREEE is. He was hiding in the smoke, holding on to Garage. Looks away at the worst possible time, but luckily he has Marved there to try and help him out. Is this Jett that's going to take the engagement? ZachaREEE clears it up. This retake has to come in soon.
ZachaREEE will go to the Empress, but Paranoia, jovahnii from C long is trying to back away. ZachaREEE can't do anything. He really needed some help, and while both members of Grapefruit were just trying to play for the Hunter's Fury clutch up, now they're in a really tough spot. This is going to be used very early, and the Hunter's Fury in response is going to come through. Rawkus, he's going to tag up jovahnii a little bit, and with Brew trying to work his way back through Garage, not going to find anything there, and FaZe Clan get a very clean retake, only dropping 1 member.
I think that goes very differently if Marved wasn't protecting ZachaREEE in Garage. Like, the flank from foreplay was really good, and if you got that kill onto ZachaREEE and you could take Garage control away from FaZe going into that retake, who knows? But FaZe Clan bringing in 3 ultimates on that fight was costly, but it maintains their lead. It means that Grapefruit have to save again for the most part. And the Empress and Hunter's Fury on the attack not finding as much effect. They're going to be hitting C with some relative speed, but BABYBAY is a nice little angle. Is it going to be able to see over the smoke? But these pot shots have been relatively crisp so far. Can't hit them just yet, but that's a lot of info.
Yeah, he's going to see tons here. Corey, Lear going to come through. He's going to find one on the way out. Gets the dismiss. Foreplay will be traded. Corey, another dismiss, staying alive. No one can chase him down, and Zach's now on the site. xeboda trying to find something to work with, but nothing is going to come through, at least not initially. Now it's just down to him versus Zach. Right-click battle will tilt in favor of ZachaREEE, and what a play and what a hold beyond that for both Corey and Zach combined.
Just like changes of play to deal with what was coming. BABYBAY using that utility to get that information more than to get a frag. 6 of 4 with the operator is more money enough to buy one again if this goes wrong. Grapefruit, Vandals across the board are from the shadows. Maybe a Bladestorm from foreplay, but you're most likely going to be using that on a save round. But other than that, not too much to work with. The lockdown is available for ZachaREEE. He's going to be playing off the B side, or he's going to be pushing grass.
BABYBAY will find first blood. Spike still lingering over the middle of the map. And xeboda is looking to make a hero play through B mid. Aldrin will force him to back up just a touch. Player looking for the instant kill. That's going to be Zach on the site, but can't quite find the angle. And now Corey wants to get aggressive, and it pans out. Just these timings for FaZe Clan on some of these peaks have been so good for them. And it leads to a 5v3 here in round number 9.
This turret's been a pain, though. Don't
Yeah,
get rid
a
of
little
it. Marved is doing the wild play. His position given up because of the smoke. So PSH knows that he's just around that corner, but the wallbang isn't enough to do damage. He's going to just change up his position a little bit and just hold the S button for once to try and get away from that. He's lucky to live with his life, but look at now the position from Rawkus. The recon bolt is going to come through. PSH's position isn't going to give it up. The lurk is going to be moderately successful. Meanwhile, Corey's still fighting the turret. Eventually wins that fight. He's trying to get more. The sprays are good. Yeah, we see it, Corey. Don't worry. And Grapefruit is still alive to tell another tale.
But need to come through in a big way here. Paranoia, shrugging players back. 15 seconds. This has to be a commitment to A. And Corey's again pushing to the middle of the map. Marv good for one. Marv good for two. Spamming through. The Lear nearly grabs the third, but as Brew tries to exit. Oh, okay. Nice shot on the Corey. He's just trying to save, and he might get an opportunity for one more. But unfortunately, running out of ammunition, and Rawkus will clean up the kill. FaZe Clan up 8-1.
We were worried about them going into this third map. I did say that Haven's pretty good for them. And this, yet again, it's just the butterfly effect. If Marv died on A lobby earlier on, this play wouldn't have come through. Even gets the headshot there to almost make it 3 kills in a row. FaZe Clan, they should be playing like they're 8-1 up all the time, honestly. They just look like a monster when things are going their way, but honestly dreadful in some cases when it doesn't. BABYBAY going to be facing with the operator. Ooh, does he see the arm? That is calling it very close if you're the Jett there. Foreplay should be counting himself lucky because BABYBAY was like, do I see something? Galdron even coming through to just see if they can confirm that spot, but the timer runs out just as it's about to peek around that corner. And actually, FaZe rotate away. A lot of space opened up on A, but with this half buy, B's more likely to be the side that gets hit with all of this Killjoy utility and the Rawkus to watch it. It was a recon bolt coming up in a couple of seconds.
Nanostorm comes through. Actually, both of them, I believe, are triggered here. So that's a little bit of utility spent without finding much damage. Really any damage, actually. Just stalls things for a touch. And while that stall came through, FaZe Clan didn't push anywhere. So Grapefruit still looking primed to hit this B's site. Shock Dart being used to clear over the right side. But still patience lurking. And speaking of lurking, foreplay is still over through A short. And he's trying to play likely to see if he can work his way around this eventual B hit.
I'm curious if Grapefruit feel the need to use those ultimates. Yeah, now at this point, this is going to be when Brew moves away from that spot. Garage is open for them to take. You do have Marved over on the C site, sort of anchoring onto that, but foreplay goes down. It has forced a rotation over to A. It's just foreplay over on that angle, but Marved is going to be really difficult to move. Lines up a couple more. The last play is PSH. Going to be actually pushing on a nice little angle, but Marv snaps to it pretty well. The paranoia is going to connect. Can't imagine much is going to happen from there. Nice play from the Omen here for FaZe.
It's just, I'm sitting here shaking my head. I mean, this has been the most polished FaZe Clan we've seen in some time, and I'm really starting to wonder, is it really down to the fact that if FaZe Clan can get ahead of the economy, that they just look like this all the time? Because I feel like every single time that we've seen FaZe Clan drop maps, it's been because they find themselves on the back foot economically versus their opponents.
Well, how much of that is Grapefruit not really having many creative or set plays around Haven?
That's true. That's
It's a map that we've not seen them play throughout this tournament, and there's been plenty of games that they've had at this point. It's just FaZe Clan having a good idea on what to do, how to play it. Corey's position constantly changing up from A long and A short now. Garage, the Empress is going to be used. Nice little off angle. He wins that engagement. It's just clean stuff. Even BABYBAY's joining in. I just wish that FaZe could keep up with this all the time. Like, the potential of this team is solid, but it's so inconsistent. PSH, though, before I even say anything, it was a 3 versus 3, but ZachaREEE now with the over operator on this side is going to find himself in a 1v1 with PSH, who has to ace now if they want to win this round, double up their tally. Lockdown is going to be used to provide a bit of space on A, but if you're FaZe Clan, you've still got plenty of time to play in for this retake. Rawkus potentially going in for it. Nah, he's just going to wait on the outskirts. Wins the fight, though.
It's just as a heads-up play, even on that peak for Rawkus, Recon Bolt comes through. You're just seeing if a player is going to cross from right to left. That's exactly what comes out. And not as much space as Grapefruit were hoping to work for. It would have been still an incredible ace, but now 10-1 the tally. As they'll do a little bit of juggling of weapons for right now. It looks like they want to actually grab both of the operators that they had previously, bringing it into the last round of the half. And my goodness, FaZe Clan looking primed to potentially meet up against NRG.
No
matter really what happens in this round, it doesn't really make much of a difference. They still have so many rounds to play with.
Triple operator. If you wanted something to exuberate FaZe energy, there you go. Take a screenshot. Four. Come on, get them all. Oh no, can Rawkus even afford? I don't think he can. Oh, no, he's considering it. No, he's got the Odin. 4 operators and an Odin. Let's go. This is the FaZe meta, and we're all living in it rent-free. Grapefruit have to try and get something done on this round, but this is what you expect.
No.
BABYBAY gets the first again. They are feeling it on Haven.
We're approaching that time where Twitch chat says, hi, YouTube. We'll see how things go. Brew is going to hit them from the shadows. He's going to try to go up top, but he will be denied. Empress also going to come through. Here comes the hit quickly. Aldrone is here with this. Lockdown has been placed from the defense for FaZe, and ZachaREEE is going to try to push through this. And he might get caught. He's going to get detained here. Two players are going to get detained. BABYBAY is able to find one kill. Now he's going to go right into the Bladestorm. Does he actually just go through this? Goes up top. Not able to find the kills, but last one left will be Brew in a 1v4. He would be required to ace here as well, and not going to get a chance. Marv picks him up. And that'll be an 11-1 half. Unbelievable from FaZe Clan.
Switching sides.
What play? Now FaZe have to attack. We've seen some pretty interesting results across this tournament and Box, who on this very map were 11-1 up and lost 13-11. I'm just saying the potential is there. Crazier things have literally happened at this point. But this is comfortable for FaZe Clan, who would have not wanted to have got to this point anyway. You know, their loss on Bind was pretty damning. Everybody looks at them and goes, this is not what you want to see. But 2 series in a row, we got to the 3rd map on Haven, and FaZe just sort of shut those people up that are criticizing against their playstyle, and the dominant sort of result from it. Need to win out this one, but they'll be playing up against the NRG next, and that's going to be a hell of a series, if they win, of course.
Would it ever? Spike already going to be planted defensively. Grapefruit, we're hoping for more value out of the nanostorms. They're not going to really get much with it. 2 players are flanking, though, so keep your eye on both xeboda and jovahnii from behind. But this is being watched, and with the Aldrone going to telegraph that this play is coming, they're going to be hard for us to find a terrible amount of success with this. All you have to do right here, if you're FaZe Clan, is just stall it for as long as possible. So even though Zach falls, the shots from Corey are so patient, and he's able to find a double. Now on the way in, foreplay and Pish, though, able to find success to get through, but time becoming a problem. BABYBAY through the dark cover, can't find the kill. Just on to Corey, gonna need the ace. He's gonna try to go to the knife, but isn't quite able to find a connection, and foreplay will get the pistol in hand for Grapefruit Techniques.
One more shot and he would have got it. Even a knife stab would have got it. That was the play that tried to come out of Corey there. From 9 kills on Bind to 19. Hot and cold sometimes, this player, but the impact is visible when he turns up on a server. There might be a force coming out of FaZe Clan. There wouldn't be anything against it, really. They are 9 rounds ahead. They brought it down to a 1 versus 1, so the economy of Grapefruit isn't going to be perfect either. So the force likely to come through. Corey is going to be upgrading to the Bulldog. Could get an Empress, and then he's going to be a force to be reckoned with on this 2nd round of this half.
Foreplay going to go up top. Aldrone below him. FaZe Clan looking to stack over through A-Long initially. Want to make sure they're not giving away too much information from this Aldrone, and it's not going to find anything as it disables just before it comes around that corner. But again, on top of this box, foreplay not going to be good for the first kill. So the force buy for FaZe Clan going to find some value. Empress immediately going to come through. Nanostorms and shock darts also there, but BABYBAY finds the 2nd kill. Sentry turret will actually find a comical kill in response, but the numbers are still good for FaZe Clan as they're going to get the spike planted again today.
Worked out perfectly there. Marved has taken a lot of space, teleporting, shrouded step up onto Heaven. Might be looking in the wrong direction as PSH is going to just slip on by. The layer's nice at the peak, even better. It's just up to Brew's position given away by a nice recon bolt from Rawkus. Instant response, they took that advantage.
Match
Corey
point.
brought out the Empress. FaZe Clan series point.
Will lead to a very strange purchase for both squads coming here to the third round of the half. This is going to come down to whose broken buy is better, really, at this point in time, as Grapefruit really can't afford to do anything besides try to force behind this. So there was going to be a Marshall, 3 Stingers, and a Spectre. That'll be all they could afford. On the opposite side, full armor in the mix for the side. Or pardon me, the colors are a little bit backwards on the UI, I just realized. So yeah, it is Grapefruit with this Marshall. Got a little bit perplexed there, but FaZe Clan are at full armor with a couple of ARs, is what I was trying to say.
It's annoying, the bug, but it happens. It's happened a couple of times. BABYBAY now breaking through onto ZachaREEE. The aggression is there. Brew is sat back very far, but PSH... Look behind you, man. They've just walked straight past you.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Foreplay might not be expecting Marved in this position. There it is. The smoke opens up, and PSH lives to fight another day. The FaZe Clan just lurking through their own spawn at this time. The retake actually might be coming in fairly crisp through Garage. We need to be careful still. BABYBAY is going to try and face them very aggressively. The dash is going to be good from Foreplay. It's just up for PSH and jovahnii to try and take this one back.
2v3 on the retake, make it a 2v2, but Rawkus will find both coming through the garage alley. And with that, GG's in chat, 13-2. It was a 13-3 on a...